Yeah. Fabian perspective. Expect it, so accept it. I'm here. We here. Knicks Rehab. We doing it again, baby. We can't stop winning.
Yes. Big shout out to the Knicks, man. Listen, great win last night. Knicks Rehab, we are in the building. Y'all know the drill. We are always in rehabilitation. The other night, trade everybody. But back last night, we are back to being the best team in the East, baby. Let's go.
Right. That's AllBall, of course. Super excited for Knicks. Last night, Jaylen Brunson did not play against the Memphis Grizzlies. We had our guy trying out for the starting spot.
The Deuce
McBride.
Hoover Deuce.
How you feeling about that?
Call. Hold on, what was the movie? That was South Century. He said it's an OG call. I'm keeping them.
So Isaiah Hartenstein, big game, 12 points, 20 rebounds,
Crazy.
24 and 11 for Julius Randle, 19 and 5 for Deuce McBride, 13 and 3 for DiVincenzo, OJ Anunoby, 18 and 5.
Yes.
Deuce McBride, 7 to 10 from the field, amazing. DiVincenzo had a bad, awful shooting night. Julius Randle, stop shooting threes, please. But he was 9 for 21. Overall, what did you like about last night's game? What do we think about it?
Well, I mean, last night's game showed me that Tibbs is starting to come along. Is starting to understand NBA basketball, because I'm not a big Tibbs fan, but he's doing a great job right now. And last night, he sat Brunson, which is a great thing. We have to be able to preserve our best player, our best players as well with Randall. So knowing that Ja Morant didn't play, I don't think Jared Jackson Jr. played. They don't have Steven Adams. So that's a game where, okay, I can sit my best player, give him some rest, and let's go out and get this win. So for me, that wins like that is bigger than us beating the Milwaukees and the Bostons, because you have to be able to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Teams like that, you're supposed to go out and whoop them. Remember, the old Knicks, those are games we lose. So, you know, it shows that Tibbs is coming along, and Deuce and those guys, once they get the right opportunities, listen, man, them guys can play. So for me, that was a big win last night, because those are the games that when you lose, it just sets you back. So, you know, for us, hey, man, we're on the right track. We lost the other day to Dallas, which I think anybody would have lost to Dallas, because they couldn't miss. So that was one of those games, and we still came back and had a chance to win the game. So, you know, us beating the Grizzlies last night, we were supposed to do that. And I'm glad that now we have the team and the coaching to where we win the games we supposed to win. That was a big win last night. Also gives guys a lot of confidence. Hartenstein, like I said, 12 and 20. Come on, man. Great. So that win for me shows and proves that we're ready to take the next step. Your thoughts?
I mean, it shows some positive results for Deuce McBride. I'm not too high on him. He's a backup. I don't think he's going to be a 6-man. You know, I don't think he's going to come off the bench and just be, you know, a super dude. He has troubles getting to the rim against high level teams. We saw it against Dallas. We just, they were on fire. Kyrie was on fire, but we didn't double Kyrie, and we didn't go out there like you said and grab an opportunity by the neck. And Kyrie, I don't care if he scores 40. We're supposed to make it tough for him to score 40. Julius Randle all of a sudden getting comfortable in the third quarter. You know, I seen it against the Chicago Bulls, where Julius Randle saw in the third quarter, he went off, got the ball in transition, kept going down court full speed, put the pressure on the defense. And last night, we didn't let up, like you said. That was we're so used to the Knicks just letting up against the bad team. It was just like, all right, when we see this, it's like, oh, damn, okay. We got the reserves coming in there. Isaiah Hartenstein is going to have to get some sort of he's up there for most improved player in the NBA.
He should be at the top of the list.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't think offhand, maybe because we're stuck on the Knicks right now, but Isaiah Hartenstein, this is crazy. 12 and 20 is nuts. About to average double. I think he's averaging 9 and 14 for the last in January, something like that.
Crazy. Yeah.
He's just doing crazy. The OG Anunoby effect is real. We always talk about how Thibodeau talked about OG compared to, you know, RJ. You know, the way the players came together, the fact that OG can slip right in there and Julius Brunson can take a day off like this, The Memphis Grizzlies, by the way, y'all are tanking. You just joined the Pistons and the Spurs with the tanking effect, bro. Desmond Bain all of a sudden in the boot. Jaren Jackson didn't play. Why? Y'all are tanking.
Right.
They want the top 3 seed, man. I guess the guy from Purdue, I think, is who everybody wants. I don't know his name. I keep forgetting his name. Okay. That's what they're tanking for. That I had to, because I'm looking for it.
Right.
But I'm just super excited about that, like you said, bro. Isaiah Hartenstein, most improved player of the year. Let's talk about that. Yes. Y'all didn't vote in Julius Randle for any top 5 forward in the All-Star game. I understand why. We don't want to see him in the All-Star game. I get it. But as fans, we're supposed to root for that. Jaylen Brunson, he's not a top 3 point guard in the Eastern Conference. We haven't voted for him in the All-Star game. So let's get this right. Let's at least all agree that Isaiah Hartenstein should get most improved player of the year. Yes. Get him up there to get some money. Maybe it'll affect us contract-wise, but this guy's been amazing, man. If it wasn't for him, we talk about OG all the time. Where the hell would we be at if it wasn't for Isaiah Hartenstein, bro?
Well, you make some great points. I've been saying this. I think Brunson is the best point guard in the East. I understand the great job Halliburton and who Dame is and things of that nature. Drew Holiday, but like I said, for me, we have an all-star. We have a superstar. And once again, Becky Hammond, hey, girl, how you doing? We ain't seen you since that nut shit you said the other day. But you have a blessed new year, and hopefully the rest of the year will be wonderful for you. But once again, I'm big on pause. When you win the games you're supposed to win, that's what makes you a threat. That's what makes the top teams respect you. When you go out and beat a Boston, but then you lose to a Portland, Memphis, when they don't have their star players, the top teams don't respect you. But, when you go out and beat the teams you're supposed to beat, you taking that next leap. And the Knicks, that always was our problem. We never was able to take that next leap because we'd be up and down. So, for me, last night was huge. It goes to show you that we serious. We a real threat. And I told you, it's starting to feel Miami-ish, where if some things go our way, if we catch some breaks, we can wind up in the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals easily. Yeah. Easily.
Totally agree. The newfound New York Knicks fan in all the media. The new Spike Lee.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, this is heavy Lee.
Hold on. Stay right there. Hold on.
Milwaukee is the 4th best team in the Eastern Conference. Number 1 is the Boston Celtics. Number 2 are the New York Knicks. Number 3 is the Philadelphia 76ers. And number 4 is the Milwaukee Bucks. Since the New York Knicks made the trade, yes, they have leapfrogged the Philadelphia 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm not going that far.
I am.
I want to. I really, really want to, Wendy, but I'm not going that far.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks happen to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, oh my, you say so many different.
No.
We were talking about
No, I don't.
Why wouldn't you be surprised? Because
I said I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be surprised?
Because they have a culture. They have a championship-level coach in Tom Thibodeau. Everybody knows their role. I'm looking at it right now. Josh Hart, 15 boards, knowing his role.
Superman is crazy. Into the building. Now, finish, my brother. Let's go.
Heavy Lee in the building. The overweight lover of the NYC, Kendrick Perkins. Thank you. Even though you have some of the most horrible takes in the history of basketball, I'm overlooking all of that. Thank you for stepping to Stephen A. Smith, the fake fraud New York Knicks fan. Thank you for stepping up there, telling Becky Hammond about herself, telling everybody on them so-called experts of a panel you got up there, telling them with your belly out like worse than Zion over that damn table, letting everybody know. I don't care what y'all say. The Knicks are the best team in the Eastern Conference. We're going to the championship. Welcome to the hype train, Kendrick Perkins. You're welcome, baby. I love you.
Yes. And let me just piggyback off that. Big shout out to Kendrick Perkins. You know why? Because he's calling it how you're supposed to see it. Remember, When he's doing that, he's not going off on the script. Steven ain't got to be the fakest, worst Knicks fan I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, when they talk Knicks, he shouldn't even be able to talk. He should go take a restroom break because it's horrific. But Kendrick Perkins, thank you, my brother, for saying what we all been saying. It's a new day. This ain't the Knicks from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It's a new day. We have a superstar. We have an all-star, legit sidekick. We have a 3-and-D guy. And we starting to have a pretty damn good coach. At the end of the day, Kendrick Perkins said the Knicks is the second best team in the East. I agree. See, this is the problem. When Kendrick and people like us say what we say, people automatically is going to go, oh, well, Embiid. Oh, well, Giannis. See, this is what I mean. When I say we one of the best teams in the NBA, look at our roster. It's no disrespect, but we don't have an Anthony Davis. We don't have a Kevin Durant. We don't have a Giannis. We don't have a Steph Curry. We don't have a Kawhi. And look what we're doing against all odds. Nobody respects the Knicks but Knicks fans. And we fight through all that. So for me, big shout out to Kendrick Perkins. And I've been saying this and you've been saying this. And I'm going to repeat it. I think we could get to the finals. Because I don't think we're done with making moves. Of course, we need some luck to go our way. But what team doesn't need luck? You know, we don't wish no harm on nobody. But come on. People get injured. Some matchups happen where a team will knock out a certain team. So for me, I think as long as we stay on track, beat the teams we supposed to beat, be competitive against the good teams and beat them as well, that's a psychological. Like how when the Giants beat the New England Patriots at the end of the season and people poo-pooed that, and there was a lot of analysts going, yo, that's psychological, thinking it don't mean nothing. So for us, when we beat the Phillies, the Milwaukees, the Bostons, the Miamis, now when we meet y'all in the playoffs, y'all got to think twice. We ain't no slouches. So big shout out Kendrick Perkins for saying what we've been saying, for standing up for basketball, for the right basketball. Remember, we talking about the present. We ain't talking about the past. We ain't talking about the future. If we talk about the present, the Knicks is one of the best teams in the NBA, one of the most exciting teams in the NBA, and we have a real all-star. We have that dude, that guy that Becky Hammond said we didn't. So big shout out Kendrick Perkins, man. I don't think he's crazy. I just think he's calling the game how he sees it. Simple and plain. We playing the best basketball in the NBA right now. We 6-1 in the last 7 games. And we made a trade for a guy that, like I said, can do whatever he needs to do, whether it's on offense or defense. So listen, man, I'm very excited. Kendrick Perkins, we might adopt you as a Knicks fan, brother. Keep up the great work.
The Giants, we lost to the Patriots the final week of that game.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it was a tough game.
But we showed a lot of promise.
Right.
And eventually we won and we were laughed at. Tom Brady laughed at us at the Super Bowl press conference. Oh, I'm only going to score 17 points. Haha. Yeah, Plaxico was right. He went crazy after that. But Plaxico was right.
Right.
Same thing with this. Great analogy. Because we always talk about it. OKC, even the Clippers, even the Toronto Raptors, they were all in position. The Clippers and the Raptors were to get Kawhi Leonard and change their franchise. It hasn't come to fruition with the Clippers yet, but nobody in their right mind wouldn't have wanted Kawhi Leonard at that time. Nobody, right? The reason why they were in that position was because of draft picks and they had SGA. They did things the right way to upgrade. Same thing with the Raptors. You had DeMar DeRozan. You didn't win all those years, but so guess what? We can trade this chip, get Kawhi Leonard. It's the final piece. We get a championship. If you're the Raptors, it's the only one in your lifetime. When else you're going to have a chance to do this?
Right.
The taxes are crazy in Canada. When else are you going to do this? New York Knicks, finally, the Mecca. Tired of you guys trying to actually get away from that term.
Exactly.
We are the Mecca. We're the ones that create all the hype. We created hip-hop. We created salsa. We created everything in New York City.
The swag.
Can't do it to us.
We created everything. I'm sorry to cut you off. New York is so legendary. Sebastian Telfair, big shout out to him, Brooklyn. Look at all the mess that he stirred up with New York City guards. So, like you said, the Mecca, we are him. Himzel Washington. Yes, we are. Have you niggas in Pelican Bay? What are you talking about?
And shout out to Sebastian, because regardless of what you feel about him, that level of confidence and thinking and fire is why y'all hate us. Yep. But that's what got him to the NBA. That's what got him to the NBA. So when we say, no, we're in position, we're in prime position right now. No, we might not win the championship. Yeah, we might. There's a might for everything, but we have realistic expectations. And by the way, you have Kendrick Perkins sitting up there with who? Woj. The media being behind this is everything. Everything.
Good point.
Whenever Stephen A. Smith would do stuff like that, it worked against us. Why would they want to be us if you're echoing all that? On top of everything, cherry on top, and I'll leave it with this. James Dolan said, I have relinquished all power with the Knicks. I'm giving it to Leon Rose. Pause. I gave him all the power.
Yep.
And we can't be mad at it anymore. It looks like y'all are mad at us. Favorite perspective.
Listen, man.
So accepted.
Listen, that was well said, man. And we just gonna leave on this note. Remember, that was a great comparison with the Kawhi Leonard thing, right? But there's one thing you forgot to mention. Kawhi Leonard was a disgruntled employee, right? So it's like, remember, you got to give him up to get something because you don't want to lose him for nothing. This year, watch how many players be disgruntled.
All of a sudden.
If it be Giannis, those guys don't go to the championship. If you think, what's my guys over there in Chicago?
Oh, DeRozan.
You telling me don't guys over there? So my thing is, guys, Devin Booker.
Russo.
Right. Cat is starting to realize you ain't got nothing to do with this over here, bro. This is all Ant-Man. Like, it's like you don't even matter no more. So for me, a lot of guys going to be disgruntled. So you know what that means? They're going to let the teams understand. You're going to lose me for nothing. You better get something. So it's going to be time to get a lot for a little bit. And if we can get one of those moves that Toronto made, where you get a disgruntled player, we get him over there. I'm just saying, share, like, comment, subscribe. My brother, do your thing in another nationality so they can understand what's going on.
Wait, first of all, it's looking like New York is about to get really freaky. That's all I'm going to say. Dale un like, un comentario y suscribe.
AllBall suckers.